Beside Dong-eun and yeo-jeong, Ha Do-yeong is also a Go player in the series. Both Dong-eun and yeo-jeong's ways of seeking revenge are like how they play Go. So what is Ha Do-yeong's type of playing Go throughout the series? This video will explain what kind of person Do-young is. In fact, Do-young is quite a miserable character in this series. Firstly, he discovers that his wife was a member of a school bullying group in the past, knowing that Dong-eun was the victim and seeing the terrible scars on her body. Do-young still decides not to give up on his wife.
나도 내가 연진이를 떠나지 않을 거란 걸 방금 알아서.
Next, Do-young finds out that his wife is having an affair with her friend jae-jun.
내가 서 있는 무슨 예솔이 옆이야. 네가 진짜 예솔이랑 나한테 미안한 마음이 조금이라도 있다면 한마디도 하지 말았어야지. 기다렸어야지.
Furthermore, he also knows that Yesil is not his biological daughter, but jae-jun's. Moreover, Do-young also knows the cruelty of his wife when he sees her threatening hyeon-nam's daughter. Despite facing the chaos caused by his wife, Ha Do-yeong always tries to remain calm. When confronting his wife about Moon Dong-eun, about Yi-sol, the chairman always keeps himself under control. Although he has raised his voice at yeon-jin a few times, this man has never physically harmed women. Ha Do-yeong is a person who lives rationally and controls his emotions very well. He always behaves in a decent way, never trying to harm those around him, especially women. Sometimes, the appearance of Dong-eun makes Ha Do-yeong feel shaken, but he never crosses the line and always wants that pitiful woman to be happy. Although in episode 9, Yeon-jin accuses Do-young of having an affair, even though he has nothing to do with Dong-eun, he is still confused, like how he was when he saw Dong-eun appear in Yesil's class as a homeroom teacher. One thing you may have missed is that when they met at the convenience store, Dong-eun gave him a kimbap, but he didn't eat it. In the last episode, he held another kimbap to eat. Although there are many opinions that Do-young never loved Yeon-jin and only thought of his own reputation and the company's stock,
고마울 거 없어. 당연한 순서야. 주식방어 못하면 하반기 실적 어려워. 너랑 헤어지고 말고는 맨 나중 순서고.
somewhere we still see that he did love her very much. Even after their divorce, he never blamed his ex-wife and instead advised her to find a good lawyer.
변호인단 잘 꾸려. 살면서 절대 아끼면 안 되는 돈이 변호사 비용이야.
But to talk about his nobility, we have to mention his determined action to keep Yi-sol by his side. Even though she became a stranger to Yeon-jin, Yi-sol would still be his daughter. Although not Do-young's biological daughter, we can see that this man had a great affection for the little princess.
공주님 뭐해?
From these things, we completely praise the great love that he had for the little girl, admiring the generosity, rationality, and sophistication of this mature man. Ha Do-young is not a perfect man because he sent jae-jun to the other world. But he is a good father. He understands what Yi-sol wants and likes. He is ready to cut off contact with his biological mother to be with his princess. That is a firm and decisive action. The screenwriter was quite biased in creating such a beautiful character image. After all the upheavals, Ha Do-young still tried to limit the damage to others as much as possible. This is a character loved more than the male lead, yeo-jeong. Loved to the point where many viewers still don't believe that he was the one who killed jae-jun. Back to the story of Ha Do-young and whether he truly had feelings for Dong-eun or not, the answer may be yes. His awkward gestures showed that. Being a rational person, His curiosity led him to keep searching for dong-eun, as he had confessed.
아, 어떻게 문동 같은 게 오빠 안중에 있을 수가 있어?
처음 봤을 땐 호기심이었고 한동안 안 보였을 땐 기다려주고 다시 봤을 땐 이기고 싶었는데 주도권도 다 뺏기고 호둥거렸어. 숨을 막히고 그런 순간도 갖고 싶었어. 바둑을 두면서 그런 숨 막히는 순간도.
But it was also because of his rationality that he knew where to stop, especially as he gradually realized that he was being used by dong-eun to take revenge on yeon-jin. In their final meetings in the series, do-young challenged dong-eun once.
예솔이는 왜 지켜준 겁니까?
연진이를 가장 고통스럽게 하려면 그게 제일 빠른 방법이었을 텐데.
하도영 씨도 고통스럽잖아요.
At that moment, Do-young knew that dong-eun was not a ruthless person who would do anything for revenge. After that, he asked,
이 복수가 끝나면 문동훈 씨는 행복해집니까?
행복해 죽을 만큼 딱 그만큼만.
With dong-eun's answer, Do-young knew that his future actions, including divorcing his wife, would somewhat make her happy. Although it was clear that in terms of romantic relationships, Do-young was more suitable for dong-eun than yeo-jeong, but we also agree that the two should not be together. It unintentionally left viewers with the impression that Do-young abandoned his wife for his feelings for dong-eun, which contradicted the image of Do-young that the writer wanted to portray from the beginning. If we talk about Do-young's playing style in Go, it is the way of a rational, calm person, but will be decisive when needed. Because he is too rational, Do-young cannot help dong-eun with his own hands, and in fact, what he did contributed somewhat to dong-eun's revenge plan, but all of it was not to help dong-eun, but to help him keep what he needed, keep Yeol, reputation, position, and stocks. And the scariest thing about him is that he only decided to divorce yeon-jin when she was already in jail for the rest of her life, to avoid having to divide assets. How do you feel about it? Do you love the character of Do-young or feel scared because you don't know what he's thinking? Leave a comment below.